we're going to improve the progress bar to let the user know the status of their upload. There are 3 steps we're going to take. First, we'll change the color of the progress bar. Secondly, we'll change the color of the file name. Lastly, we'll add an icon to indicate that the upload was a failure. The progress bar will need to be more dynamic. Since there's going to be multiple progress bars at any given moment, we'll need to add more properties to each upload object to keep track of these values. We'll need to modify the object we push into the uploads array. We'll add a property for the color of the progress bar. We'll need to store the value as a property in the object. Create a property called variance. Set its value to bgblue400. We're using the bgblue400 class because that's the initial class we used. We'll want to change this when the upload is complete. Next, create a property called icon. Set it to FAS, FA, spinner, FA, spin. The template we're using uses an icon set called Font Awesome. In the resource section of this lecture, I provide a link to the icon set. If you're not familiar with the icon set, then that's fine. The icon set isn't hard to use at all. It can be added to an application by loading a single CSS file. Afterward, you can load an icon by assigning a special set of classes to an element. We're using the free set of icons that come with Font Awesome. There's a premium set available. Feel free to check those out if it's something you'd like to use. Back in the editor, we're setting the icon property to the CSS classes that will add a spinner and animate it. You'll see what it looks like when we add the icon to the template. The next property we'll want to add is for the color of the text. Tailwind comes with some classes for changing the color of the text. These colors will match the colors of the progress bar. Create a property called text class. Set it to an empty string. We won't change the color of the text while the upload is in progress. This is why we're setting it to an empty string. The color will change when the upload was a success or failure. This is more of a design decision, but you can always change the color if you'd like. In the resource section of this lecture, I provide a link to the color text classes. Feel free to check out these classes after finishing this lecture. We've added 3 additional properties to the upload object. They'll help us change the appearance of the progress bar based on the status of the upload. The next step is to bind the properties to the template. In the template block, we're going to bind the values to the progress bars. First, we're going to update the class binding to the upload.variant property. Next, we'll add the icon. We've already loaded the Font Awesome CSS file in an earlier lecture. We can load an icon by adding an element with the CSS classes. You can refer to the documentation for the names of the icon classes. We'll add the icon before the file name. Create an I element. Bind the class attribute to the upload.icon property. Afterward, we'll work on changing the color of the text. As a reminder, we don't want to change the color initially. The color will change after the upload is complete. The file name is inside the div tag with the class font bold text sm. On this element, bind the class attribute to the upload.textClass property. Vue will take care of merging the class attributes. If we did everything right, we should see the same thing as before with the addition of the icon. In the browser, upload a new file. The progress bar is fully functioning with the addition of the spinning icon thanks to Font Awesome. The main difference to what we had before is that most of the properties are bounds. We'll be able to change them based on the state of the upload. Let's check out the upload component in the Vue Developer Tools. If we were to view the upload component's data, we would find the upload array we created. We can even verify that the task object has been added to the object. Looking inside, we'll find methods and properties about the current upload. We'll handle the state of the upload in the next lecture.